I was a sports reporter's.
So cool.
How did you end up there?
I don't even know. It's Paige.
Really?
Yeah.
Paige got you on the sports reporters?
Well, Jordan Schultz, who was coming on the pod for me, he was on the sports reporters, and it was like 45 minutes before the show, and he was like, hey, Schefter and I really, we need another person on. Like, we want you to come on? And Paige was like, you have half an hour to prep. Are you good? I was like, sure. I don't have enough time to freak out, so let's just do it.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
It was wild. It was very cool.
Do you freak out before you do stuff like that? Like, before you do shows?
I just want to be prepared. I want to be as prepared as possible, especially when you're on with like Schefter.
Right.
And it's more so like, I write all my own stuff and my own content, so I want to have jokes ready, and But sometimes it just comes, it'll be in the moment. So yeah, I think it went pretty well. Hopefully, they didn't kick me off. So.
Do you ever feel like there's too much preparation? I mean, sometimes
yes, that's
right?
the thing.
Right.
That's the thing, because if it seems too scripted, especially with comedy, you can't script comedy. So sometimes in my meeting videos, I won't write out jokes. I'll just have an idea of the joke I want to do, and then I'll start filming it, and hopefully the joke kind of just comes as if it's a response to what I'm saying. So yeah, there's the thing of being too prepared.
So Billy and I were both guests on your great podcast, The Offensive Line.
Yes.
And you said to me right before we started that the episode that I was on was your favorite episode since you've started doing the show. And now I feel like Billy is very upset with this.
Billy, do you know why I said that? It was because we roasted the Jets so heavily, and it was so fun to make fun of him. That's why.
I was going to say, I feel like you just say that to everyone, so that's why you said it to him.
Well, I didn't say it to him, though. I didn't say it to you, though.
Billy did come off it saying he really enjoyed it, though.
Oh, good.
I had a great time doing
we had fun.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ranting. You can rant in the show and take shots at people.
Right.
So it's the offensive line for a reason, guys.
Did we do yoga on the show or something?
We did. We did a Jets. It was like a way to, it was like a therapy session.
She was asked, how do I deal with the misery of being a Jet fan? I told her she wanted to do yoga, breathing, and all that. I said I just smoke weed.
Yeah.
So, yes. It helps.
I had the same experience with you that you had sports reporters where I got like a 30-minute notice because your original guest was having a baby that day.
That's right. We've had that happen twice.
I was an emergency guest replacement.
Who was the original guest?
I think it was Peter Rosenberg.
It was Peter Rosenberg. We had two because Peter did have a baby. I couldn't remember if it was him or the other guest.
Two people have babies and cancel
the day that they were going to come on my pod.
So
basically, I'm Tyreek Hill, guys. I'm creating children, apparently.
Wow.
The podcast is creating children. I don't know. Weirdest thing I've ever experienced. It was wild. Yeah, so I appreciate you filling in.
Somewhat selfish of these people, honestly, to have babies.
Right? During football season?
Yeah.
9
what the hell
months.
is that about?
This day, you have to do it?
I know. I mean, plan better, people. It's 9 months, you know what's coming. It's the same thing about having weddings during football season. Can't stand that.
Oh, give me some other rules of yours. You have any other rules? You're right. You cannot have a wedding during.
Don't have a social life during football season.
If you have a birthday, wait. Yes.
Don't have a birthday. Don't get engaged. I will not be there.
How has the building of the podcast been going? Because it's really it's taken off, right?
Thank you.
Yes,
I think so. It's been great. It's so fun to have different people on because you get different opinions. Like we've had some comedians on. Obviously, we've had guys like you in the industry. We've had former and current players. It's just fun to get different perspective of the same games that we're all watching every weekend.
It's important for you to try to be, because a lot of this stuff sounds the same if you listen, but you're going out of your way to kind of sound and be different, right?
I found that the difference with my podcast is I roast the people, and I'll roast the people that come on the pod, as you guys know, who come on the pod, and it's different in the industry because a lot of the time we're trying to get things like interviews with people, so you want to be, obviously I'm nice to people, but I'm not too low to take a shot at you if your team's losing or if something happens. So yeah, it's been fun so far.
Have you found yourself in a position where I may not be that much because maybe one day I want this person on my podcast. Let me scale it back a little bit.
Yeah, I try to keep it tasteful, obviously, and I'll always, hopefully, the comedy, like I said, is so hard. And you have to have it well timed. It can't be too far because then it's just an insult and not, a comedic side to it. So I think I'm hoping I'm learning that as I go in the industry. And you can always pick up real quick on if the guys are good with it. Like you guys were great with it, right? Like some people either wouldn't pick up on the comedy or wouldn't know that it was a joke or would take it personally. So it's really reading the room and reading the person that's coming on. And I never want to not do it because I'm worried it's going to hurt their feelings or, if it's a good joke, I'll make the good joke, but I also am not going to offend anybody in the process.
Yeah. So. But you're right. It's a fine line because sometimes trying to be funny, if you're not doing it correctly, it feels like you're being mean.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah.
And I never want to force it or anything,
Right. Yeah.
And that's why I pitch myself as not a comedian. I'm a sports reporter. I'm an influencer, a content creator. And then if comedy comes along with it, then people are like, oh, that was kind of funny.
Where do you want this great career career of yours to go? Like, where do you see yourself?
Good question.
Like a job interview?
No, I'm just wondering. No, I think Annie is really, really talented. I think her podcast is very, very good. It's different, and our show is different. And so I'm just wondering where she sees herself. Like, do you see yourself like network TV? I could see you doing just about anything, to be honest.
I would love like a night, like an SNL type show. You know, like a nightlife type show.
Right.
I feel like that's where my content fits because I'm giving information to people, but it's still got that kind of darker humor, I guess, or dry humor. That would fit like a nightly show. So I'm good with whatever. I mean, I just in the meantime, I love social media because it's such a personal connection with your fans and with your followers, and it's the way we consume everything now. You know, like even this kind of stuff, you cut it up, you put clips on social media because that's how people get those little 13, 20-second videos that they watch every day. So yeah, I like the social media side, and maybe we can branch off of that, but. Didn't really think about that too much. I got to start thinking about my future now.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was trying to promote you and tell you how great you are. Okay, listen, you're terrible. You're not going anywhere.
Jeez.
I'm going to roast you on my show.
Talk about offending people? Jeez.
Did you see Jason Kelsey's nightly show or no?
I did. It just started, right?
Yeah. I think it's a short run. I think it's just through the Super Bowl.
It gave me game show vibes.
Yeah?
Did it feel like that to you?
I haven't seen it.
It was just the setup. No, and that's not a negative. Like
no, it's hard to do.
I would love to do a game show. Oh God, hosting a game show would be the
so
dream.
Fun.
Yes.
People tried to do that too. Like Ellen does a lot of stuff did a lot of stuff on her shows that was all game showy.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, I think the one I saw was the Philly Fanatic came and got Kylie in the middle of the show. So yeah, it looked great though. I mean, I think their brand, and same with the Mannings too. Like they're kind of doing the same thing. This comedic
goofy
night show. Yeah, like a goofy show.
Yes.
So yeah, a spin off of that. But I think the focus is so much on social media for me because that's obviously where I started. So.
Yeah. It seems like people are kind of bored by this matchup. It's odd. Like I've been here for a couple of days now, and there's not the excitement that would normally be for a Super Bowl.
Wasn't it like DeAndre Hopkins was on his phone on media night or something? I think the players are bored.
Yeah.
Especially the Chiefs. Eagles not so much because a lot of the rookies I talked to, they were like, man, this is so cool to be here, and they didn't experience the 2 years ago, right? So I think for them it's great, but the Chiefs are just like, yeah, been there, done that.
Yeah,
like, let's just get to the game.
If you're a third-year player on the Chiefs, this is all you know.
Oh yeah. And I heard they love the ref questions, guys.
Yeah,
I think we should ask them more about that. I think people love.
But the refs definitely favor them.
But they do. Yeah. But obviously they do.
It's obvious.
Ask all the questions you want. It's right there. Yeah. They do. But what I said is if you tell somebody don't think about an elephant, what do they think of immediately? An elephant. Yeah. So think about the refs knowing don't make a controversial call and don't make a call for the Chiefs. What are they going to think of?
Right.
I can't make a call, but then you're going to be thinking about the Chiefs and all the penalties against the Eagles. It's just going to, I don't know. It's a mental thing. It's a very mental thing.
I like the idea of the two of you hosting a game show together.
What would it be?
He's got the shirt.
I don't know.
He does.
I mean, thank you, I guess. I don't think
She's roasting you.
I don't think that was a compliment, I'm going to be honest with you.
He's got the game show shirt is definitely not a compliment.
Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. This is not, I planned out what I was going to wear. This is not my plan thing today. I had cold sweats in the morning.
Right.
And the other shirt was like linen, and I was like, I can't wear that shirt because I'm going to sweat through it, and then I'm going to have like sweaty pits, and like it's a whole thing, so I had to switch it up. I'm wearing like a fishing shirt today.
Crazy.
Whatever excuses you want to come up with. You wanted to look like you were straight out of Miami Vice. We get it.
You know what?
It's okay.
You know what? I don't want to host a game show with you.
Oh, wow. Look what you did.
Woo!
Next time you need a guest in 5 minutes.
Wow, yeah.
Next time someone has a baby. Next time someone has a baby.
Stop procreating, people. Gosh.
Check out her podcast, The Offensive Line, Annie Agar. We appreciate it as always. I look forward to coming on again.
Of course. Thank you, guys.
Tell us what you're doing with Psycho Bunny this week.
Yeah, man. Psycho Bunny, we did a deal. They looked out. I was interested in them. Never really heard much about them, but somebody brought it to my attention. And, man, I like what they had to offer. So they, looked out, gave me some, clothes and stuff like that to rock and support and, trying to create this relationship. And obviously they got me looking good out here.
Yeah, you do.
Handsome.
Yeah.
Just trying to put it on, man.
Right.
How does this work with Psycho Bunny? You just call him like, I need some clothes.
Man, I wish it kind of do be that easy. No, I'm just playing. Really, my marketing guys and stuff like that, they kind of reach out to people for me. But sometimes, I've been doing my own research, and I'm real a fly swaggy guy. So sometimes I reach out, like you said, in DMs and things like that, and just say, hey, man, I really like what you guys got going on. I feel like I can represent you guys well and myself, and I say a lot of people say I can really talk, and they be like, yeah, man, let's talk about it and get them to connect with my marketing people, and the next thing you know, we all talking, and a deal is done.
I like that you're still doing that. You're still DMing people yourself, and then I'll send you my people now.
Yeah, I like to DM a lot of people. Like I just DM'd Checkers. I just did a deal with Checkers.
Okay.
I worked the drive-through. The video gonna drop here soon, and it was fun. Went to a local Checkers in Tampa, worked the drive-through and stuff like that.
Did you really?
Yeah, but it was all based off of DMing them, and I was big on Checkers growing up. Obviously, me and my brothers, my 3 other brothers, so it was smooth, man.
No, Checkers. Relationship. There's no better fries than Checkers.
Are they the best fries, Checkers?
Oh yeah, the best fries ever.
Really?
Fries
McDonald's?
Ever.
I mean,
no.
Checkers fries are better.
Yes.
Yeah.
Really?
Checkers
100%.
What, Rashad?
Yeah.
For real?
Have you never had Checkers fries?
Yeah.
I have, but I've had McDonald's fries as well.
Come on, different animal.
Yeah, when I left working the drive-thru, they gave me like a free large fry. I appreciated that.
That's it? Wait, hold on a second.
That's all you got, Rashad?
Nah, I mean, I can't speak on the number we got, but, life is good. Life is good.
How many people recognize you when you're going through the drive-thru?
A lot of people, honestly. A lot of people were surprised, but a lot of people ain't seen this look of me, like wearing my glasses and stuff like that. Like, normally I don't wear them and stuff like that. So they were just like, hold on. So, caught them by surprise. But the video should be good, though. I'm good with talking, good with interacting with people. I love the fans in Tampa.
Were you trying to mess with them a little bit, have fun with them?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. For sure. I mess with a lot of people all the time. Like, a lot of people don't, really, like, if I'm walking around and stuff like that, like, people know who you are, but a lot of people obviously scared to talk to you and stuff like that. But then sometimes when people do, they be like, you look like Rashad White. Like, and then it kind of keeps going. And sometimes I just be like, nah, I look just like him, the running back for the Bucs. Yeah. So I like to mess with people. Then I just be like, I feel bad. So I be like, nah, that is me, man. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, ma'am. Stuff like that. But yeah, because I like to go to the gym, LA Fitness. I like to hoop with some guys and stuff like that. Here
be
and there
careful.
when I can.
Don't say that too loud.
Nah,
it might be a contract.
But it's all good. You gotta know. You gotta know. What you're doing.
Man. That's all we're saying.
Nah, you gotta know. Yeah, for sure. Like it ain't 5-on-5. I like to get shots up. Football. It's been an argument for a land of time. Football players think they can play basketball. Basketball players think they can play football. So I like to still keep my jumper, loose. And you see that? You see that form right there?
You can play basketball,
yeah. I'm right.
You can play in the NBA, couldn't you?
Yeah. So, a lot of people be like, oh, you Rashad and stuff like that. And I'd be like, nah, that ain't me.
Yeah. What do you think of that Luka trade?
Man, that was crazy, man. That was crazy.
Right?
Yeah. And you want to know what's crazy? I had just went because my family live in Dallas. So I had just went to Dallas with my uncle and stuff like that. I was looking at some properties and some commercial real estate. And we went to the game and sat courtside. And Luka, obviously, he didn't play. He'd been out for like 15, 16 games.
He never plays, right.
Yeah. I guess that's why he got traded. We were just like, damn, when he come back, man, they're going to be really good, though. Like, they really got a good squad. Like, when they come back and the Lively, Derek Lively, just got hurt, too, man. Like, when they come back, they get their team back, they're going to be, nice. But then that happened. I'm like, and it happened, because I'm on Eastern time.
Yeah, overnight.
Yeah.
People woke up. They were like,
11
what?
a.m., 12 a.m. at night.
Yes.
11 p.m., 12 a.m. at night. Man, my boy was talking about on the phone, like, hold on. He was like, he thought he was being like, pranked or something like that. Like, ain't no way. People just talk on social media. But Shams reported it. He like, Shams must have got hacked or something.
Everyone thought that. Yeah. Because we'd never seen a trade of that magnitude in the NBA. It's crazy. You love the NBA. You love hoop, huh?
Yeah, I love hoop, man. You got to watch basketball at a certain time, though. You know what I'm saying? Right. I'm not trying to say guys don't play hard every night. But, yeah, for sure after football. And then, just when the stakes get higher.
Right.
The stakes get higher.
Sure.
The seed, it's coming
Who's
down
your
to
team?
the wire. I'm not really like a team guy. I'm more been like I was just fans of like players. I like to study game. So regardless of football or basketball, I really like to just study game and be fans of players and stuff like that. So I always been a LeBron James fan. So you can kind of say I follow him, but I never really like rep the team or something like that. It's just always been. I'm LeBron James guy, just like that. So I just like guys, game. I respect game.
We love Baker Mayfield on the show. Billy loves Baker Mayfield. He's been on the show with us, before. That has to be a fun guy to play with,
in a normal fashion, not like obsessive.
He's just,
I kind of like. Hey, do you not like Baker Mayfield? Are we gonna make up news here?
I mean, I'm like you, Billy. I love Baker Mayfield.
No, I like Baker. Like it's just. I feel like with Baker, you're always in it. You also like with Baker, you're always a throwaway from being out of it, but you're always in it with Baker.
I feel like he changed that. Though.
Yeah, he has been a little careful this year.
Turnovers ain't been a problem in Tampa. He changed that. Good situation. good
He just
situation.
cares, though. He just seems like a good teammate. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
all we're saying.
For sure.
Yeah.
Play hard, do
Yes.
the thing, man. Obviously, I mean, we got to give respect and credit where credit is due, man. I mean, guy coming off of 2 amazing years, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna have another third one back to back.
You're an NFL running back. When you watch Saquon Barkley, do you marvel at him the way we do?
Man, you just respect game.
Really?
Respect game,
Yeah.
man. And that's all you can do. I mean, we don't, be like, exaggerated like y'all, but yeah, you be like, dang, man, like he's just a ball player, man. He different, So,
Right.
yeah, that's just how real and how you was raised, like real ball players, real competitors. You just be like, man, certain intangibles, certain things you can't teach,
Right.
And everybody, what you realize about it, watching other guys, like everybody game is different.
Right.
Everybody game is different.
You're from Kansas City, huh?
Yeah, I am.
You grew up a Chiefs fan?
Yeah.
You like this run?
Man, the run been. I mean, they didn't draft me, so I wouldn't say I really like it, but I respect it. What I could say is though, for the city, yes, for being a hometown native, yes. Just going through all the trials and tribulations, all the different quarterbacks.
Because they love the Chiefs, right?
Yeah. They like die hard. They were one of the best fan bases I've seen growing up in my life. So.
Mahomes, ridiculous, huh? The greatest ever?
I wouldn't. I mean, I play.
You're not going there yet. I like that.
Yeah, I give credit where credit is due, man.
Baker's
like I
up
said,
there.
They keep hearing me. I played with the greatest ever, which I was grateful for my rookie year. I played with Tom Brady my rookie year. Last year in Tampa. So I played with the greatest ever. But Mahomes is on his way.
So this is interesting because Mahomes is trying to do something that no quarterback has ever done in the history of the NFL, which is win 3 straight Super Bowls, right? And people are saying that will put him in the discussion with Tom Brady as the greatest ever. But here's what Brady has that Mahomes can never get back. Head-to-head, Brady beat him.
Yeah, for sure.
You guys beat him. I mean.
Yeah, you won't ever get that back, but, man.
It's a crazy take. You can tell him it's crazy.
It's not crazy.
3 in a row no one's done before.
I'd rather win head-to-head.
I mean, but you win 3 in a row just because no one done before. I wouldn't say that makes you the greatest ever. I mean, there's still time and stuff like that. You got to, durability. You got to take into account a lot of things, obviously, too, stats and stuff like that. But, it's Mahomes 1B, but you still got 1A.
Yeah.
And 1A comes out before B.
No doubt. I love that you just you go to brands that you like and then you get marketing deals out of them. So it's great. They don't come to you. You're going to them, which is awesome.
Yeah.
But tell us one more time about Psycho Bunny on the way out. We appreciate your time, my man.
Yeah, man. I just want to thank Psycho Bunny for supplying these clothes and things like that I have on today, obviously. Making me look good on Radio Row or Digital Row, whatever we want to call it now.
Digital Row, yeah.
And,
you remember that.
Appreciate the partnership. And, I'm obviously looking forward to grow.
Right. What do you think of this man's outfit who's about to walk in? Let's see if we can get a reaction from you. Hold on, Billy. Do you know who's walking in?
I do know, yeah.
Stiletto. Tommy DeVito's agent.
Yeah, man, that's different.
He could use some Psycho Bunny.
Yeah, he's different. Yeah, he's different breed, but
He
it's all
could use
good.
some Psycho Bunny.
Yeah. Tell him give me a call.
Yeah, make some intros there.
I appreciate y'all, though.
Hey, we appreciate you, man. Enjoy the rest of the week here, man.
No problem, man.
All right. Thank you, Rashad. What have you been up to, man? What have you been getting into?
So I worked for CBS this year, college games, broadcasting.
Yeah.
So that was a great experience, like being a rookie all over again, a lot to learn, a lot to study, especially college. Got to study all the rosters, all these kids' names, where they transferred from, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. You got to be prepared, man.
Yeah, and I did a studio show with CBS HQ. We did an NFL pregame show, so that was 20-some weeks. We just got done last week. So then I got a 9 and 6-year-old between working every weekend and a 9 and 6-year-old. I'm still pretty busy.
You got a lot on your hands, yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome, though.
When did you know Logan Ryan's with us, 2-time Super Bowl champion? He's promoting himself. I love that. No. It's what everyone should be doing.
How you would put that exactly.
Hey, man, you got to believe in yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. 2-time Super Bowl champion. He knows a thing or two about winning Super Bowls. But when did you know you wanted to get into broadcasting? Like, is that something you always thought you were going to pursue?
I wouldn't say always. When I was in New England, we definitely weren't told or taught to talk a lot or any at all.
Right.
That just was the policy.
Yep.
But I've always been a natural storyteller, like in the locker room and whatnot. and I always loved the game and studied the game a lot. And when I left New England and went to the Tennessee Titans, they really paid me in free agency. My last game in New England was a 28-3 Super Bowl, comeback victory. So when I went to Tennessee in free agency, they were paying me for that Super Bowl pedigree and that experience and be the leader in the locker room and, like, tell us what it takes type of guy. And you're like, okay, like, so I had to become more vocal, like, right away. Had to be a leader, had to do, like, pre-game speeches, post-game speeches. So I got interviewed. I had a radio show. I took over Delaney Walker's radio show, so I took his radio show and didn't think nothing of it. And then people are like, man, we love hearing your stories, or like, you're kind of good at this. So I was like, all right, cool. So then I just always kept talking. And then you play for the New York Giants, and then, you're a captain of the New York Giants, and Saquon tears ACL. Daniel Jones not playing too well, and Joe Judge is your coach. So every single week they're asking me questions like, Logan, go talk about everyone else but yourself. And, in New England, the rule number one is, like, don't speak about anybody else's situation.
Right,
so
yeah.
I had to dodge all those questions every week and got really good at, like, talking to the media, being in New York, and having a radio show on WFAN. That's a pretty tough network with those fans that aren't happy all the time. So that's where it kind of came, and here we are. So now I'm broadcasting and working for CBS.
What'd you do on the Fan?
What did I do?
Yeah.
Oh, I had a weekly show. I would call in. Moose and Molly, me and Molly would get into it every single week. So it was a lot of fun. It was like when you're losing 2-3 games in a row and people want answers, and you're just like, look, man, we're trying to do our best. We're trying to do our jobs here. Like, we didn't score enough points. We didn't stop them. Like, there's not that. It's like, it's not a secret, but everyone wants to dig it out of you. Like, what do we need to do? And I'm like, we need to play better.
Yeah.
It's crazy how you go from an environment like New England, where I imagine you're almost taught, like, media, that's the devil. You don't want to deal with the media, too. Then you go to Tennessee, like you said, it's like, well, we need you to do a little bit more here. We need to give these speeches. We need to do some media appearances. It's like a 180 that you
And then the
do.
Giants allow them to do the same thing, but the Patriots won a bunch of Super Bowls. The other teams did not.
Yeah, look, I think the New England thing, is Bill. And I think we saw his personality this year in the media, right? Like, I think people seen it, and they're like, wow, he's actually funny, and actually he's good at telling stories. And I think when people were surprised, like, we always saw that side of Bill. He just didn't want anybody outside the building to get any type of answer from us, any tip, any injury, what's your status? Are you playing next week? Like, don't talk about your injury status. Don't talk about your teammates' injury status. Like, oh, you're coming off ACL. You'll be back next game. I know it. Like, don't put that expectation. So he didn't want to give out any insider info. Like, that was his biggest thing that he taught us is, like, we're trying to win every game. There's no reason to give our opponent any inside glance of what we do, how we do it, who's playing, what our situations are.
Was it surprising to you to see him do the media this year?
Look, I think it's surprising seeing it, yeah, for sure. But I knew that was his personality all along. He played pranks on us. He had jokes. I told this story before, and it's still random to me. We had a bunch of Rutgers guys in New England. The McCourty's twins, myself. A handful of Rutgers players. It's Steve Belichick went to Rutgers, forgot his own son, right? So he had his love of Rutgers players, and he would say, like, I was a really good tackler. Like, that was like my thing in the NFL. I was like, I want the best tacklers. I don't miss tackles. I'm tough. I don't miss games. And he was like, these Rutgers guys, they're soft, and he called me soft to, like, get under my skin.
Right.
And then he's like, you're soft as marshmallows, and everyone knew I wasn't soft. But I come in my locker one day, and he has, like, a tub of, like, 60-gallon tub of marshmallows.
Yeah, that's classic
like, overflowing out of my locker. And I'm like, who gave me the marshmallows?
Yeah.
And then Bill's like, do you like those marshmallows? Like, oh, great. Now I got to.
What do I do with these?
Yeah, like, it hit for, like, a second.
Good joke, dude. What do I do with all these marshmallows?
It's like, does anyone know why there's marshmallows?
Bill, now
like,
what do we do? Right.
Right, but, like, yeah, the coach pranked me. Like, the coach pranked my own locker. So I don't think people expect that from Belichick. But, I love playing for him. He was a genius, and I learned a lot from him. And a lot of us Rutgers guys, or Patriot guys, do good in media because we've got literally the Harvard school book of football from this guy.
That's interesting. Are you surprised that he's coaching in college?
That was surprising, no doubt. That shocked all of us. I had to do a lot of media about that, obviously. No one saw that coming, but college football is shifting more to pro football, and he's going to get a good salary.
Yep.
And I'm sure his son's going to be on staff for the future there. So I think he has some things that he wants, and he has the power that he wants to have, and he earned that. But, college football is nothing but glorified pro sports.
It always has been.
Guys are getting guys weren't getting $8 million when I was playing, I'll tell you that. So guys are getting a lot of money. Coaches are getting a lot of money. So it seems like a pretty good situation for him.
Logan, the thing that surprised me the most about that entire situation was the lack of interest from the NFL. That's what surprised me. He's the greatest coach ever.
But I think it's like, what does he want though? What if?
In terms of power?
Does he want to go to Jacksonville?
Oh, okay,
right. So
yes.
maybe does he want to go to New Orleans? Maybe the Saints want him right now, but does he want to go there?
Sure.
So I think maybe the team or the fits that he wanted to go to aren't available.
Yeah.
So he's not going to go. I don't think he's a guy who's going to coach in a situation that he doesn't like.
Right.
Right. I think he understands how important it is to have the pieces in play, whatever they are. So I don't think it's so much the NFL didn't want him at all. Maybe last year that was the case.
Right.
But this year I felt like he was a little bit more selective.
You mentioned that 20-3 Super Bowl you're down at half.
28.
28-3.
Come on,
I'm sorry.
man.
What was said at halftime? And who said it?
Very little was said. I remember Brady slammed his helmet because he just threw that pick six, and he was kind of like pissed.
Yeah.
And I remember we're sitting there. It's very long now because of the halftime show.
Right.
Right. So it's extremely longer halftime than normal. And I remember my buddy, Rutgers guy, Deron Harmon, is on a bike because you kind of get your adjustments. And you're like, all right, we're going to go adjustments or whatever. And I'll give you some insider here. So Dan Quinn and the Atlanta Falcons, they're a big zone team, right? They play zone defense a lot because he was with Seattle. So we played the previous Super Bowl against Seattle. So we were anticipating all Seattle's defensive plays. And they come out in all man-to-man. So I know Josh McDaniels them came in like, oh, we got to go to our man beaters. So they're talking about a lot more X's and O's than motivation. But I remember Deron Harmon and my boys like, this is going to be the greatest comeback of all time. And we're like, I'm just trying not to get blown out, bro. Like, And then someone else was like, yeah. And then it was like, yeah. And I was like, yeah. So it's like you know when someone starts with like a slow clap, it was like this.
Right.
And I heard it, and I'm like, all right, bro, chill. Like we're down a lot. And but then I was like, yo, it will be. Like, yo, it will be. All right, let's go. All right. And then we were like, all right, let's go. Like whatever. But at first I looked at him like, all right, bro, I don't know. But he did say it first. Deron Harmon, the closer we call him, safety, came in, closed a lot of games. My boy, he's the first one to say it's going to be the greatest comeback of all time.
I like the idea now for the story you told us about Bill and the Marshmallows is like while you guys are like stressed, like I don't know how we're going to come back, Bill's just pranking people. He's like,
nah, never in that moment. No, heck no. He's not pranking in the Super Bowl. Absolutely not. The Marshmallows came nowhere near that. That was probably training camp.
Oh, my
God.
But,
Bill, that is not Bill's game day personality.
In a weird world, a weird game show where I say you have to give me the best Tom Brady story, and if you give me the best Tom Brady story, you will win $50 million. What would your Tom Brady story be?
Tom doesn't have any like.
It's an odd show, right?
He's like mythical in a sense. Like he doesn't have any bad stories. He doesn't have any like anything that he's not perfect in Tom Brady in. Like
he
it's
doesn't
honestly
seem like a human. He seems
yeah.
like a robot.
I haven't seen too many of that at Tom. I mean, I will say the first time I got drafted by the Patriots, I get drafted there, and boom, they call me. Okay, I'm 21 years old, by the way. I left Rutgers as a junior, so I'm 21-year-old kid. I'm in college classes a couple weeks ago. Now I get drafted by New England Patriots in the third round. I go up to Foxborough. I sign my contract. I go around the hallway. Boom, I see Tom Brady. I dip around the corner. I'm like, oh, shoot. Okay. What am I going to say?
Right.
Now, mind you, I was born in 1991. I'm 33. And, Tom started playing. I started playing football in 1999. Tom started being the quarterback for the Patriots in like 1999, 2000.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he was a pro when I first ever touched a football, and I'm an old player now. So imagine what he is to these kids. So I'm like, oh, shoot, what am I going to say? Let me just like gather my thoughts. So I go around the corner. I'm like prepared to introduce Palm Sweaty, Mom Spaghetti, that old thing. Like I'm prepared to like say something.
Right.
And he goes, hey, what's up, man? Logan, right? Logan Ryan, third round out of Rutgers, man. I love you. I watch your tape. Like, I'm Tom. If you need anything, like my locker's over there, and I get here early. And if you need anything, just like come to my locker. And he took all the awkwardness out of it. He knew who I was, where I went to school, what pick I was drafted.
Incredible.
He knew everything about me. And I just was prepared to say hi. So I just thought that spoke volumes. Then I was like, how early? So then I started trying to get there early because I'm an early riser, and work started at 8. And I got there at 6:30. Him, Edelman, Belichick, Carr was there. I got there at 6. Yeah. Him, Edelman, Belichick, Carr was there. I got there at 5:45. Him, Edelman. I got there at 5:30. Edelman wasn't there. It was Bill and Tom. I'm like, all right. I got there at 5:15. I got there at 5 a.m. one day. Tom and Bill, I said, I'm not going anything earlier than 5. I will be third or fourth for the rest of my career in this parking lot. I will never beat I'm not waking up at 4 a.m. for this. So
you didn't try out 4:30. You
no. That 5 was it. His car was there, and he's like year 14.
Yeah.
And I'm a rookie.
Yeah.
And I was like the third or fourth person in that building every day for the 4 years I was there, and his car was always there.
So when you get there, it's just the two of them, and they're like, what are you doing here? Like, why are you showing up
I didn't
so
even
early?
see Tom. I don't even know where Tom was. And then I would have so much time.
Maybe Tom just was parking his car there overnight. Exactly right.
Optics,
That's
right.
the trick.
No,
maybe
because,
you did beat him there. I mean,
no, because he'll like come out the sauna and like you're already like had his towel, like you already had like his workout clothes sweaty. I'm like, what time did you work out this morning? Like he already's done his post workout sauna.
Yes.
You know, I'm just getting in. So no, he got there early, man. Like scary hours where I didn't want to venture to.
Yeah.
But eventually, I had to kill 3 hours before work.
Right.
And we had long work days in New England.
Of course.
So I eventually found a routine that I did my lift early, then I ate breakfast at this time, then I did the cold tub, then I stretched, and I did extra film. Right, so I started to get my own routine, just trying to keep up with Tom.
Right.
That I carried with me for that 11 years in the NFL.
Interesting, but you agree with Billy though? Just parking your car in the parking lot, but not actually being there is a heady play, just to give optics that you're always there, right?
Yeah. I mean, that could be.
I like it.
That could have been it.
Tom comes out and he has, he's in the sauna, whatever. I mean, you can fake that, but he comes out and he has like the towel, like. Bill's dressed like a slob all the time. He could have been showing up whenever. He just had his. Well, that's
Bill slept there. His car was there from last night. No doubt about it. He slept there. Tom, I don't know. I don't know what time Tom came.
He slept there.
But Bill definitely slept there.
What an amazing team. What an amazing.
Yeah.
Your body, you said it feels better, like because you're not playing football anymore. But what do you miss most about football? It's the locker room, right?
Yeah, I think that's the common answer. Just the guys, the fellowship, the brotherhood. I love my wife. I love my kids, but it's not like my locker room guys. We get that bro talk out, but it's a competition.
Yeah,
it's like I can go out there on a pickleball court and try to kill somebody out there, but that's not as competitive as I need it. So I think it's the competition of competing against a DeAndre Hopkins or just preparing for battle, like to me. And I think I learned that media can be competitive, right? Like we're all trying to do our best, and when I go kill a segment, right? When I go kill this show, I'm like, all right, boom, check. Like I did what I had to do. Like it's almost a competition to me. Like I showed up prepared,
right?
And I killed that 5 minutes of TV. Where when I was a player getting interviewed, we don't think anything about the interview. You know, we're preparing for the game. Hey, can I grab you for 5 minutes? Like how much work goes into the interviewer of you're studying for this guy. I know you Googled me like 5 minutes before I got up here.
Yeah.
So you're doing your little homework on me or whatever.
I was making sure you won 2 Super Bowls. That's all I was doing there.
There we go. So you put work into it, and the player, you're not thinking anything about the interview. You're like, all right, whatever. But as the interviewer, now I'm on this side of it. I'm preparing to have a good interview or whatever it is.
You're going to be great at it, man. You are great at it.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. We appreciate the time. Enjoy your time down here in New Orleans, man.
Yeah, appreciate you guys, man.
You got it,
fun.
Man. All right, thank you.
Awesome.
Kristian Fulton was with us. He's a quarterback for the LA Chargers. He's here promoting himself. He's here promoting the city of New Orleans. Did I say it right?
Yeah.
Billy doesn't think I said it right.
No, you've been saying New Orleans the entire week, and then all of a sudden you have a whole different pronunciation.
Billy, when you talk to a guy who's from New Orleans, you got to say it properly.
Yeah.
Right, Kristian?
That's how you say it. I'm telling you. New Orleans.
New Orleans. What are you doing, man?
Man, just came home.
Yeah.
See the family.
Right.
And just so happy, Super Bowl is out here. So, just trying to, show love, for the city. Meet up with some of the guys, that came out here. A couple players came out. And like I said, just spend time with the family.
How do you feel when you're hosting, I guess, like a hometown Super Bowl? We were talking to Deuce McAllister about it earlier. It's kind of annoying because you still have all the other stuff you got to get going on, and then everyone's like, oh, let's do this, let's do that for the Super Bowl. It's like, I still need to, I have to see my family, I have to do all this other stuff. People just think you have an endless amount of time.
Yeah. That's definitely how I've been feeling,
Yes.
It's cool, but...
It's a lot of pressure, though.
But I'm saying, you pretty much like everybody's tour guide for the week, and I'm like, don't call my phone with that.
Yeah. They call it anyway, though, right?
They call it anyway, but because like you said, it's like you got your own schedule, things that you got to get done, but then you still got to see family. check on friends, do anything,
Well, no, and because of who you are, I'm sure they're all asking, like, oh, you maybe get me tickets to the game. Can you do this, reservations?
They already know.
They know better?
Yeah, they already know. Hey, if I'm not playing, can't do much for you, not with the Super Bowl.
You said you were glad that you had some time off before we came on air, and then I reminded you like to be playing this week.
Yeah. Man,
right.
That's the goal, one of my long-term goals is, to hopefully eventually win a Super Bowl.
Yep.
I've been blessed, to, win a state championship, win a national championship. So, just want to complete the Triple Crown, I would say. And it would have been great, because like I said, being from New Orleans and winning the Natty in New Orleans.
Doing it here, yeah. Oh, you won the Natty in New Orleans, right?
Yeah. So
New Orleans.
Yeah, New Orleans.
Good job.
So it would have been great to, play in New Orleans and win one in New Orleans.
How was Jim Harbaugh as a coach?
Man, Jim, he's a one-on-one guy. I will say that definitely. He's not many coaches like him at all.
Right.
He's a player's coach. A coach, who wants to see, guys. He wants to see everyone contribute.
Sure.
And not all coaches out there is like that. He sees value in everyone, and he just has a story literally for everything. Like every team meeting, we are expecting.
I see you smiling, thinking about him.
a little crazy though.
Oh, he's nuts.
A little,
come on, he's nuts.
A little crazy.
Listen, we know him a little bit. He's nuts.
A little crazy.
I don't know. Coach is crazy. He is crazy.
So he was on the show years ago, and he was talking to us about one of his favorite songs. It was like this song from the 1940s, and it was about a shipwreck. Yeah, and he said it was a toe tapper. And
I'm sure he probably correlated to football.
It was the weirdest thing. He was saying how great the song was, and then we played it this is a slow song. You can't really move to this at all.
Yeah.
And it was depressing. It was about a shipwreck.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. He's just a one-on-one guy. He will take something and make it into nothing.
Right.
Some way, somehow. So.
And it makes sense?
It makes sense. He will find a way to make it all come back full circle. So. I don't know how he does it. He has his experience.
But in the middle of it, you guys are kind of looking at each other how's he going to tie this one
going?
together?
Exactly right. How's this one going to end?
Nah, we've all definitely had those moments where we're like, hold on. We don't know what coach's going with this one right now. But, hey.
But he sticks the landing.
He sticks the landing.
Well, it keeps you focused because you're like, how are we going to end this one?
Nah, facts. You got to stay, in tune the whole conversation with them.
So we asked Deuce McAllister this earlier, and I'm wondering, if I had to ask you, all right, for people who are coming in this week and people who come in the future, the 3 things they need to do when they come to New Orleans, what are those 3 things?
3 things.
I nailed that one, by the way.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
You got to try some oysters.
Right.
Got to try seafood.
You got a particular place?
Ooh, for oysters?
Yeah.
I'll go to Drago's, honestly.
I'm going to trust you because you're a hometown kid. That's why, right? Everyone likes to give their advice on food. No, I want to hear it from a person who's lived here their entire life.
Yeah. No doubt. I wouldn't send you nowhere wrong. I feel like I'm actually a foodie.
Really?
So, yeah, if y'all want me to come check y'all spots out here.
Really? You want to get lunch after this?
Let's do it.
I'm a foodie.
But, you just got to, go tour the city, and you'll run into a lot of things.
You'll find it. It's impossible not to find.
Yes. 100%.
I want to ask him food questions. Go ahead, Billy.
Now, being someone from here, you were able to win the national championship with LSU.
Yeah.
Is there anyone more New Orleans than Ed Orgeron?
No.
He's the most New Orleans.
Oh, my God. Oh, coach. Oh, 101 coach.
He's another one that it seems like for other reasons you have to pay attention to everything he's saying because you get lost very quickly.
Yeah, 100%. But he's definitely going to be more straightforward. He's definitely going to get straight to the point. And he's a guy. Obviously he's like I said, he's very straightforward, and he knows how to get the best out of players. And I think that's why everybody, loves him, because like I said, he's a player's coach. And, he has so much experience, being a coach. He's he's coached so many great players.
Yeah.
He's been a part of so many great programs. And, like I said, just talking to him, he gets you fired up, So, he's one of the best coaches, that I've played for, and like I said, that's pretty much why, everybody loves him.
Was that the greatest team you've ever been on?
Yes.
Yeah,
it was.
It's ridiculous, that team.
Oh, my God. I know. What I'm saying, it's just crazy to, in real times, see, all the guys, really getting what they deserve, you know, what they, work so hard for. And we still have guys, that, still haven't, made that splash in the league that some guys have. Like,
that you think are going to?
Yeah.
Right.
100%.
I imagine playing there helped you get ready for the NFL. The transition was easier because you were playing against NFL guys every day in practice.
Nah, for real, though. That's what I'm saying. It's like, Coach O, like, he's a guy, that you make sure you're like, we're still like, most teams, they stop going ones versus ones, once the season starts. But nah, Coach O, he's like, nah, we gonna get this work. We gonna get this work against the ones. And then, like I said, we had guys that were younger guys that are now, kind of just entering the league, probably on year like their second or third year, So it was fun, going against those guys, like, and I mean, it showed, probably. It was the best team, in college.
I think it's the best team in the history of college football, and that's saying a lot. Like, there are some great Canes teams, but this team, like, top to bottom, my God, man.
I say, and Coach O probably was, a coach on one of those Haynes teams, and he probably could tell you. Like,
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are good times for you. Look at you smiling.
Man. So many memories.
Did you think Jaden Daniels would turn into? I know he transferred, but do you think Jaden Daniels would turn into what he's turned into?
Honestly, I'm gonna say I didn't, cause like I said, like I've seen, like
it's hard to see that, right?
It was a real, progression with him, and like I love to see that, And, he's had a great year, seeing him grow from where he came from Arizona to where he's at now.
Crazy.
I'm excited.
You guys are an NFL factory, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm about to say, I think if we put together an NFL team and like went against other schools.
You take all the best players from LSU against all the best players from another school. You guys, they win.
Wow.
I mean, who else would be Alabama? Maybe
Alabama.
Well, I mean, so
they have Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels.
Well, I was going to say, who's your quarterback
now? They can play Jaden at running back.
Well, now there's some decisions that need to be made.
We're gonna throw a package with Joe out there, and you got Jaden at running back.
Right.
Hey, I really could be a coach or OC and put something together.
Wait, so are we doing this all the time? Like, you're taking Chase, you're taking Odell Beckham. Like, how are we doing this?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you have the greatest team ever.
Yeah. If we do just like players that are in the league today, we would definitely win that one.
I think I agree with you.
Yeah.
It's you, Alabama, maybe Georgia, I guess.
I give it, Georgia.
Georgia's pretty damn good, man.
Georgia,
but who's their quarterback?
That's what you.
Alabama has Tua, and they have Jalen Hurts. You guys have quarterback covered. I don't know. They don't have a quarterback.
Yeah, I'm about to say, that's probably where they lose at. Honestly, that's gonna kill them.
How you feeling about the game this weekend?
I mean, I think it's gonna be a really good game. I mean, obviously, like I said, I wish that we were playing, but I think these two teams have shown that they put their body at work together and shown that they're the best two teams.
Now I'm thinking if Texas Tech has the best team only because of Patrick Mahomes.
Man,
he lost 5 times a year in college.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that he lost that much in college?
Yeah. Nah.
It is. It's ridiculous. Yeah. So we appreciate your time, man. You want to promote anything on the way out? I feel bad.
How do people follow you?
Right,
how do we get more of you in our lives?
And we're going to have lunch later, so I'm looking forward to that, man.
We'll get some oysters. Man, y'all can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Chris1, KRISS1 _. I'm a low key guy, and y'all want to.
You're a cool guy, man.
I appreciate.
Look, there's your quarterback right there walking by.
Look at Joe.
Say what's up to Joe.
Hey, Joe.
What's up, Joe?
Come on over, Joe. Let's go.
That's crazy.
All right, you want to sit here and we'll have Barrow come back?
He seems busy right now.
Christian or Joe?
Well, both of them.
You have anywhere to go?
Nah, I'm good. Y'all my guys.
Yes. Well, you're guy. Listen, look at me. I love you, man.
Love you, bro.
Yeah,
there
man.
you go.
I love it, man. Thank you so much. I can't wait for lunch later, my man. On the way out, wide receiver that keeps you up at night.
Wide receiver that keeps nobody keep me up, man.
Come on,
I told you I've seen the best, bro.
That's right. I forget. I'm sorry. I forgot.
Sleeps like a baby now. After LSU, he sleeps like a baby.
I already played against Chase. I'm good. We appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
All right,
I appreciate y'all having me.
Thank you for the love, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So, no.
A good friend of the Golix, Billy.
Yeah, I know I have Junior at some point later. But yeah, come on, I could be left side working a desk job right now or something.
That's a good point, Kyle.
You know what?
The Super Bowl talking ball.
I actually have a question for you once we get going from a story that we've been told.
Oh,
and we've
God.
heard multiple versions of this story.
if it came from the Golik's mouth, it's
I believe that it was you that was
absolutely
involved.
false.
I believe that it was you that was involved.
Oh, God. You're going to start right there, Billy?
We can.
All right.
Completely.
Kyle
We don't
Rudolph,
have to.
Kyle Rudolph, it's Radio Row. It's Thursday. It's Eagles and Chiefs coming up on Sunday. You have to dig deep on Thursday. Everyone's tired. You got to tell your body not today. Kyle Rudolph is with us here on behalf of Good Sports. And Billy has a very probing and pressing question, it seems. We'll get to what you're doing with Good Sports in a second. But let's go, Billy.
No, it's not a probing and pressing question.
Wait,
I just
hold on.
I have
Let's
a
get
question
let's get
for
it out
you.
there. Come
Kyle,
on.
were you a little nervous when he said, I actually have a question for you?
Yes, I'm a little nervous, but
It's not. It's
Lay it
not-
on me.
This is not something that would put you in a bad position at all. And I'm pretty positive from the story that we've been told by multiple people now, you were involved in the story, but it was not anything that you did. We were told, you know, Jessica Smetana. Have you met Jessica? So she's friends with the Golics. She stayed at the Golics. They were there for the Notre Dame, the first playoff game.
absolutely, I know
And
Jessica.
the story goes that
I know where this is going.
Now you're nervous.
Yeah,
No, I know
Okay,
where
you're
it's
good.
going.
All right, you're good.
the story goes that she was under the understanding that the Golics were having, I guess, like a victory party at the house. She was staying at the house. She was excited. And then you showed up, and you showed up with Shane Gillis, and none of the Golics were there. They all left to go to the airport and just head out of town. So everybody thought they were going to a nice victory party at the Golic household. And the Golics just abandoned you guys.
Yeah, so Notre Dame college football playoff game on campus.
Yeah.
Big win for us against IU, and we were sitting in the suite with Shane, and he kind of like leans over and he's like, yo, where are we going after this?
Right.
And I'm like, well, I'm not taking you to the linebacker. Like, we're not going to CJ's or Finney's. Like, I can't take you into like a college bar in South Bend. Like, there's no way.
Those will get mobbed.
Yeah.
Yes, right.
Forget us as
Not
all the
in his
former
best
players.
interest, right.
Not in his best
Got it,
interest.
yes.
So I text Junior, and I'm like, hey, Mikey, what are you doing after this? We're walking distance to the house. And he's like, let's hang out and have some beers. He's like, we don't leave till 12:45 or something like that. That's all he said was, we don't leave till 12:45. So in my mind, I'm thinking that's 12:45 tomorrow afternoon.
Of course, right.
Like,
yes.
Not an hour from now.
Right.
So kind of round the troops up in the suite. We head over. We walk to the house, go in the side door, and they're like packing up their suitcases. And I'm like, what are you guys doing?
Right.
Like, well, we're leaving at 12:45. I'm like, that's in 15 minutes. Like, what do you mean we're leaving at 12:45? I'm like, yeah, we gotta go to Happy Valley. Like, we're going to Penn State for the Penn State SMU game tomorrow. I'm like, well, you have any beers?
We're already here.
That's all you cared about.
Like, well, the fridge has got a few different beers, and so Shane called me and he's like, hey, I think we're outside. I'm like, yeah, come on in. So he comes in. We were sitting there having beers, and then again, Jessica walks in. And she's kind of just like, yeah, that's Shane Gillis.
Where were the Golics?
They left. They went to the airport.
Okay. Oh my God.
So they had packed up. Jake actually drove Junior and Senior to the airport, so it was literally just me and a couple of my buddies and Shane, his girlfriend, his manager. So we're just hanging out, having beers in the Golics house.
So good.
Somebody had to celebrate the win.
The Golics should have a bar at Notre Dame, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Let's get on that, Rudolph.
do
Me
it.
and you, okay?
I'm in.
Well, the
80-20
Golics would have to get on that.
No,
not you.
they're in.
They're in. We'll give them naming rights, but 80-20 our way, right?
Yes.
You good with that?
I'm in. I'll take the 20. I'm good.
Billy, I interviewed Kyle Rudolph. I interviewed Mike Golic Jr. from Kyle Rudolph's bed once.
Yes.
That's how close these two are. He slept over. He slept in Kyle's bed.
Okay,
And he
good.
joined the show from Kyle's bed.
Yeah, that needed
Yes.
some clarification because that could have gone a number of different ways, but it also sounded like you were in his bed for some
Come
reason.
on, we
interviewing
were
Mike
college
Golic Jr.
roommates.
Yeah.
You know how it goes. Yeah, Mikey was in town for one of our charity
Yes,
events, and he's like,
right.
dude, I got to get up here in a few hours. I got to get on. I got to go to work. I'm like, just do it right here. We'll be good.
Tell us what you're doing with Good Sports, because I have more questions about the Golics afterwards. Go
Of
ahead.
course. No, it's speaking of charity events. So this year I was introduced to Good Sports. I spoke on a panel that they had in New York City, and really just learning more about the organization. And basically what Good Sports does is they provide access and equipment to youth. Sports now are getting so outrageously expensive.
Crazy.
There's a statistic that 75% of parents contemplate taking their kids out of sports because it's just too expensive and they can't afford everything. When I was a kid, I signed up for football and I showed up and it wasn't the nicest equipment, but I had my helmet and shoulder pads and all the gear that I needed. My parents just had to get me cleats, maybe gloves, something like that. And I feel like in today's world, youth sports it's becoming like a market. Like, it's so expensive to have your child participate in sports, and what Good Sports does and the access that they provide for these kids who need it. I think about all the life lessons that I learned as a kid playing sports. Yes, ultimately I was able to reach a level of professional sports, but that's not what it's about.
Right.
It's about these kids being kids, having the opportunity to play sports and learn the lessons that we all learned playing youth sports.
Yeah.
Learning how to be a good teammate, learning how to handle adversity, learning how to handle success, all the things that ultimately make us better humans as we grow up.
Right.
Good Sports is making sure that those 75% of parents don't have to ultimately make that decision to remove their child from sports.
When we've arrived at a place where sports are too expensive for kids to play, that's a bad place.
It's an awful place.
It's a ridiculous place,
Yeah,
right?
It is. And it's, again, I just go back to, I get it. I have kids, so 8-year-old girls in sports. I have a 6-year-old son in sports, and then my 3-year-old starting T-ball this year. And it's so funny being around youth sports. Like, I go to my 6-year-old's hockey games, and every kid in there, or every dad in there thinks their son's going to play in the NHL.
Of course, yes.
My kid's like eating ice in the corner and like tripping over and starting fights and stuff like that. And it's just like, that's what kids are supposed to do. And
yes, be kids.
Ultimately, if he's good enough to play sports, to pay for school and potentially, provide his living one day, great. But that's not what it's about.
Right.
Go be a kid. Go be a good teammate. Learn the life lessons that sports teach you. And Good Sports has just done such an incredible job. The more I've learned about the organization, the more I get involved with the organization. It's an honor for me to sit up here with the Good Sports logo, on my quarter zip and just use my platform to continue the work that they're doing.
That's a good job out of you, man.
I appreciate it.
And I like the top here. It's nice.
Yeah, that's what I said.
You want to give me one? I'll wear it the entire day for you.
I think we can make that happen.
You asked for that.
It's a nice one. I like
Who
this.
asked someone to give you their shirt?
I think we can get you taken care of.
No, but Kyle's a big golfer, and he knows this. You cannot have too many of these. It doesn't matter what the logo is. It doesn't matter what it says. It's a nice little quarter zip,
Can't
right?
have too many quarter zips. Absolutely.
Are you still doing the Beer Olympics?
Yeah, so we call it the Lake Bash.
Okay, sorry.
When you raise money for a children's hospital, they don't.
Yeah, Beer Olympics is a strange name.
They love Beer Olympic, but
Gojo told me it was called the Beer Olympics.
Well,
it's
yeah,
100% a Beer Olympics.
Okay, thank you. Yes.
The champion is decided by Flip Cup. Like, let's be honest.
Yeah.
But hey, we're raising money for a children's hospital in Minnesota, so shout out M Health Fairview Masonic Children's Hospital. They don't love if I call it Beer Olympics.
Yeah, Lake Bash is
I did it. Not Kyle,
family-friendly name.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, it's the Beer Olympics.
Okay.
It's quarters and beer pong and
over a series of how many days?
So one day it's probably 4 hours.
Oh God.
The first year it got aggressive.
Oh, I know it did. I think that's where we had you on.
Yeah, we're competitive by nature, so I can't go to my own event and lose to people.
Right.
So I think we won the title the first 3 years. Junior was on our team all 3 of those years. I like to think, I'm the Howie Roseman of Beer Olympics. I put together a pretty good team.
Wow.
Yeah, I stacked it up for us pretty good.
What year we
buy?
the team?
Yeah.
What year we buy on this? On the Lake Bash?
We would have been Basically, it was the 3 or 4 years leading up to 2020, because then in 2020 we couldn't do it.
Right.
So we need to fire it back up again.
I love that you think you're the greatest at putting together a team of people who can drink beer the best.
Absolutely,
Yes.
that's what it's all about.
Oh,
right?
that is so good. When you look at, we have obviously a big game coming up on Sunday, the biggest of games, Eagles and Chiefs. Do you view Travis Kelce, when you look at him, do you see the greatest tight end of all time?
Yeah, and I think he's just like, each and every year that goes by, he's putting himself in a stratosphere that tight ends have never gotten to.
Sure.
I described it as when you're a receiver, and you start getting mentioned alongside Jerry Rice.
Right.
That's Larry Fitzgerald and these guys that are just first ballot Hall of Famers. He's now a tight end that's getting mentioned and breaking receiving records that Jerry Rice has set. So it's one of those things that it's almost unfathomable to think about him, especially the playoff statistics.
Right.
I mean, the playoff statistics, and I get it, that's way more than just Travis. It's team success and having the greatest quarterback of this generation right now in Patrick Mahomes under center, and the amount of winning that they've done in this 10-year span. They win on Sunday. They're unequivocally, no doubt, the greatest decade dynasty in all of football.
Right, three-peat, yeah.
Three-peat, no one's ever done it. No one's been in the Super Bowl 5 out of 6 years.
Right.
Obviously, the Patriots would have something to say about a 2-decade-long dynasty.
Of course.
So, we'll see. So much obviously has to go the way of Patrick, and, Travis won't be around for that second decade dynasty.
Right.
But who knows? I mean, for Tom to play 23 years, that's a huge part of that sustained success over 2 decades.
So we'll get you out of here in just a second here, and we'll let you promote Good Sports one more time on the way out. But that's an interesting thought right there, because people are talking about Travis and how much longer he'll keep doing this. You don't leave a quarterback like this. Like, you'll tack on a couple extra years, right, for Patrick?
You'll do it as long as you can.
Right.
But, at the end of the day, Travis is 35 years old. Like, he's not going to be out there 10 years from now. When you would assume Patrick probably still will be.
No, but I'm thinking like 2 or 3 years from now. People think he's going to retire after this game. I'm like, no.
I don't see it.
Yeah.
You're going to the Super Bowl every year. Like, you have the greatest quarterback in the game right now. Yeah. He still caught like 90-something balls.
I think it was 98.
You don't retire when you're catching. I mean, I think Tony Gonzalez retired after like a 94 catch season, which is insane.
But when you're catching 98 and winning and putting a ring on your finger every year, what's the
I
point
retired
of leaving?
Because I caught 4 and they wouldn't throw it to me anymore. So I was like, it's time for me to go.
It sounds like they've made the decision for you.
Yeah, I'm out. So
all right, go check out the Golix here. He's going there next. But one more time on the way out. Tell us about Good Sports.
Yeah, no, Good Sports is an incredible organization doing unbelievable work, making sure that our kids stay in sports. Sports taught me so much as a kid. It's far beyond just, grooming the next generation of professional athletes. This is making sure that kids have all the opportunities that they deserve.
You're a good man, Kyle Rudolph. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Dugas. I appreciate it.
You got it, man.